Hello everyone, I'm Ross Welford, and the lovely people at Moon Lane TV have invited me onto their channel to talk a bit about my books, which is just as well, because I don't know very much about anything else. So, welcome to my study. First of all, I'll tell you a bit about my new book, which is here, and I'll read you a bit from it. Then I'll set you a little writing exercise based on what you've just heard. How does that sound? So since 2016, I've published a book every January, and this January is no exception. My very first was this one, Time Travelling with a Hamster, which seems like ages ago to me, but it wasn't really. Next came What Not to Do If You Turn Invisible, followed by The 1,000-Year-Old Boy, then the pandemic story, the dog who saved the world, and then last year's was The Kid Who Came from Space. Now for 2021, we have got When We Got Lost in Dreamland. It's in hardback with the most glorious cover I've ever seen by the brilliant Tom Clohosey-Cole. And it tells the story of 11-year-old Malky and his cheeky little brother Seb, who become the owners of a device called a Dreaminator. Now there's a bit more about the Dreaminator on the back of the book there. Basically, it's a contraption that you hang above your bed that allows you to have whatever dreams you like. How does that sound? Well, not only that, but with two of them, with one each, the brothers discover that they can share each other's dreams. Now, without wanting to give too much away, I'm sure you can imagine how much fun Malky and Seb have. At first, yes, as is the nature of these things, it's all fun and games until something goes wrong. And one morning, Seb won't wake up. He's taken to hospital in a coma, and Malky has to do everything he can to go back into Dreamland to rescue Seb, who has been captured by Stone Age warriors. Well, that's all I'm telling you. Without getting into spoilers, apart from to add that it is, I think, my most ambitious story yet. The scope of what I could write about was almost limitless, because Malky and Seb can dream about anything, right? I mean, if they wanted to fly, they can fly. If they want to score the winning goal in a Champions League final, then they can. Now, the bit I'm going to read to you comes from where the adventure really starts. It's quite near the start of the book. And Malky and Seb are dreaming. This is their dream. It's described by Malky. And they are in the Stone Age. Okay? Although Malky is still in his pyjamas. We face the dogs, our backs to the tribe's camp. I hear a branch swish behind us, and a shadow is cast by a flaming stick. We turn to see them standing there, 5 men, lips parted, thick, stinking furs tied at their waists, all bigger than us. Much bigger. The sort of big that you only get in dreams. Okay, I tell myself, this is probably a good time to wake up. I try to catch Seb's eye. The tall one takes 3 strides until he's in front of me. His flaming stick smells of burning fat. A strip of something is wrapped around the end, and it spits as it burns. He moves the flame close to me, and I arch backwards. Seb, I murmur, get ready to wake up. I don't like this. I stare back at the man. His big eyes, like the others, are almost black, topped with a single dense bush of eyebrow, and below his hooked nose is a tangled square moustache. He steps closer and moves the flame from my feet to my head, and then he reaches out his hand, and I try not to flinch as he runs it over my chest and across my chin. I hear myself squeaking with fear. Seb, he's just touched me. Let's get out of here. The man growls slowly, then says 2 words in English this time that send a chill through me. Take them. His companions murmur and nod. He straightens up, lowering his flaming torch. Then his arm darts out and grabs Seb roughly by the hair, making him squeal and in one quick movement he throws Seb staggering towards his companions, who grab him roughly. "Hey, stop it!" cries Seb. His eyes meet mine, and we know what to do. "Wake up!" we both shout. Only nothing happens. I'm properly scared now. "Wake up!" we both shout again. The tall man bares his teeth and steps towards me, leaning close enough so that when he laughs I can smell his stinking breath. "Too late," he says. "You didn't listen to the warnings, did you? Try it again, strange modern pyjama boy." Ha ha ha! "Wake up!" I shout for the third time. He sniffs my breath and then sneers. "Toothpaste, huh? Yet you're still here. That's reassuring, to me at any rate. Welcome to my world, a vast dimension filled with anything you can imagine, but unfortunately for you, I can imagine too." He draws himself up to his full height, enormous now, and addresses his companions. "Take the little one away." "No, Malky," says Seb. "Stop them! Wake me up!" "I can't, Seb, I can't. Wake up!" This is just a dream, I keep telling myself. What's the worst that can happen? Seb will wake up naturally soon. And there we have to leave them. That is When We Got Lost in Dreamland. Hang on. That is When We Got Lost in Dreamland. It's available absolutely everywhere in ebooks and audiobooks. But best of all, good old paper and ink from the wonderful people at Tales on Moon Lane, who during lockdown are working hard getting books to their customers, either through collection from their fabulous shop in South London, or if you can't get there, by mail order. So, now to my little writing exercise, and it's based not only on this book, but on all the stories I've written. You see, there is a thing that unites all of my books, and that is that something utterly impossible happens. I've been involved and interested in magic all my life. I'm a member of the Magic Circle, which is a club for magicians. And while I'm sitting at my desk, I often fiddle with a pack of cards or coins or some other magical things, because doing magic tricks is a way of making it seem as though impossible things really are happening. Now, in a dream, absolutely anything can happen. And that's what I'd like you to write about. I'd like you to imagine the craziest dream possible, but write it as though it is really happening. Think about how you'd feel if this was actually happening to you. Are you scared? Are you pleased? Are you happy? Are you sad? Write down everything you experience. Are you with a friend? What sort of conversation do you have about it? Conversations are really important. They're a good way of exploring what's going on. Think of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Now that's a dream that's the length of the whole book. It's got talking animals and playing cards that come to life, and Alice growing big and shrinking small. It's completely mad and wonderful. And this is possibly the biggest test that you can give to your imagination. As you know, when it comes to successful writing, imagination is everything. So let yours run free. And I hope you have fun doing it. You never know, you may end up with something that one day you can turn into a book. So that's it from me. I've had fun doing this. My thanks to everybody at Moon Lane, and especially to you for watching. I really hope maybe we can meet in person once we get back to doing live events again, and let's hope that is not too long in the future. Until then, read lots. I hope you enjoy the writing exercise, and I'll see you again. Bye bye.